I'm Rob Riggle, and I'll let everybody else introduce themselves.
Jason Sudeikis.
Paul Rudd.
My name's Eric Stonestreet.
David Keckner. Good morning.
I think I don't have much to say other than that the doctor did a wonderful job of saying what needed to be said as far as all the stats and facts. I'll just say that my gratitude goes out to the people who work here, and also to our families who help, and our friends who help put together the Big Slick every year. They grind it out 9 months, 10 months, but basically when we get done with this year's Big Slick, they're going to start planning Big Slick 7. And the coordination and the work that they put into it, you're going to hear thank you 1,000 times, but let's start it right now with one. Thank you very much for all your hard work. This wouldn't happen without you guys.
It's also pretty, for us to see how this has grown every year. How we have, some new people coming in this year, some return visitors. When we started with the goal that we would maybe, if we could just hit $50,000, which was 6 years ago, and to know that now that we've hit over 2 million is humbling and exciting. And along the way, in addition to raising more money, more people have come on board. I can't even express what the Royals are doing as a partner in this now. I mean, truly, they are
Stepping up to the plate.
I was going to say that.
Let me do it. Let me do it.
Thank you for jumping on that.
Yeah.
Stepping up to the plate.
Yeah, the Royals are really stepping up to the plate. Yeah. I just thought of that. Sure. Yeah, it's a baseball term. Yeah. And so it's really gratifying to us to just be here again with all of you and see what this has turned into. It's really exciting. We look forward to it every year, and we're honored to be back.
It's also really fun to be able to bring some of our friends that we know from the entertainment industry home and be so proud of the people we know they're going to meet. People here at Children's Mercy, the people in Kansas City, our family and friends. And it's nice when you see them along the year and they say, honestly, one of the greatest weekends I have every year. It was so fun. It's just nice to bring people home to a city and a place that we can all be so proud of. And when they leave, they have a lasting impression of the people of Kansas City. We hear that all the time. It's like what makes Kansas City great. It's like, the people. So that's an added bonus.
You're looking at me like I should say something.
Well, I want you to say something.
No, I just, I think we all feel grateful to be part of this because we all do come back every year and then hear stories. And then we all have relatives and friends in the area. And invariably throughout the year, you'll hear another story of someone who has been touched by this hospital. So thank you and everyone that is associated with it. Thank you.
So if you have some questions, let's just dive in.
Jason has to say
Jason, did you want to say
something.
anything?
Jason, can you say something?
Well, I just want to thank you
He
guys.
came in with the...
Yeah, I got a punchline. I just stepped up and played.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
I think that was a highlight so far.
Probably the soundbite that we're going to see on the local news. That's the one that's... We'll probably get that in GIF form at some point. It'll be a whole thing. Watch out, BuzzFeed. You're welcome.
The highlight reel of the last 6 years, it'll be a primetime special, not just online. That's going to kick it off.
Yeah, stepping up to the plate.
My God, they have so much fun there.
That might be the title of the piece, but go ahead, Jason.
No, that's all I have to say. And just, and I appreciate everybody
started
keeping it down when I made the joke and just being respectful towards letting it land. Should we just open it up? Or are you about to tell a story?
No, I'm going to tell a story. It's not even a story, but it's bringing it back around.
A wrap up. Call back.
No, just how, I don't know if you guys have found this to be the case, I imagine you have, where there are people that have never been here that we know, actors or comedians or musicians, whoever it is, that have heard about this event, that it's actually creating, it has a reputation outside of Kansas City. There are people that have never been here that say, like, I really want to come. I heard that event that you do in Kansas City is amazing, and the hospital is amazing. And that the people that have come have the highlight is coming and seeing the kids, which is the best part.
That's absolutely true. I have friends that I invited a bunch of people this year that couldn't make it because they were working or whatever, for whatever reason they couldn't make it, but they had heard about it before I even extended when I wrote them. Oh, I was hoping you would call me this year. I was hoping you would write this year. So the word's out. The word's out.
It is.
In LA.
It is interesting if you could see the list of people that want to come, but then are unfortunately busy. When you, it's again, it comes back to the impression that the city leaves and the reputation our city has, and people are excited to come. So,
And it's a fun event. Let's face it. It's a good time.
question.
Yeah, let's open it up for questions. Anybody?
Okay, thank you guys.
Thanks for stepping up to the plate. I forced it.
No.
Yeah, I forced it.
Wait for the third opportunity.
Yeah,
that's right.
All in threes.
It's the seventh.
We have
I think
time
it's
for
really-
just one more.
Yes.
Lady with the red top.
Anything you plan to say to the kids?
Oh,
Anything we plan to say to the kids?
hello.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah.
That's a tricky one.
I think it's more about just
Connecting.
Playing games.
Yeah.
Every year there's new games, card games. Air hockey is a big one.
I want to do the game with the.
Connect for
The quarters.
Is it about the
quarters with the kids?
kids? What is it? The one with the iPhone and the name?
Oh, yeah. Heads up. Heads up.
Heads up.
Yeah.
Heads up.
Heads up.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll be a worthy opponent this year.
Yeah, pre-planned.
To answer your question, I don't think, there's no script, there's nothing pre-thought. You just go in, you try to connect, you try to brighten their day. That's all.
Just spend time.
Spend
Yeah.
time, hang out. have fun.
Young man in the tie, there, yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Wendy, what did you guys do, use your celebrity for such good in Kansas City, in your hometown? What kind of pride do you take in that?
What's it mean to use our celebrity for such good? What kind of pride do we take in that?
I heard the question, Dave.
I know it seems like I'm correcting to you because you weren't paying attention.
I was
I'm
looking
just
right at
making
it.
sure for the people who have no money
I also read lips.
Yeah.
So, Eric, I guess that question goes to you.
Thanks, Dave.
And just to repeat it, it is what does
What does it mean?
What does it mean? Again, I was looking right at him and I heard the
Use your
question.
celebrity.
Ears.
And how proud do you feel?
Okay.
Okay.
Look, when my celebrity happened 7 years ago or whatever, I knew that there was going to be an opportunity to lend my name and beautiful face to things. Beautiful. And the fact that I get to be a part of this, cancer research, I work a lot with Stand Up to Cancer and other companies, in Los Angeles. And when this opportunity came along that Paul, Jason, and Rob started, it was a no-brainer because I love this city and I love the work that Children's Mercy Hospital does. And there is great pride in it because you don't think as an actor, all we ever wanted to do was, get a job. And then when you actually get jobs and recognition from your jobs, and then the fact that you can sort of do good with that is very meaningful. I mean, it's sort of what makes us feel, because we are just actors at the end of the day. I mean, we bring laughter to people, and that's an important thing, but we're not saving lives every day like doctors and nurses and people like that. So it just makes what we do even more meaningful for people, and to get out and talk to people and see people that are on the front lines of actually making a difference in people's lives specifically, you take a lot of pride in that.
I also think that this is a very unique thing in that it isn't just us. I mean, it's our families. Our moms and dads and brothers and sisters are all involved in this, and they play a huge part. In a sense, they're, I think, as well as an army of volunteers, and they're working on it year-round. They're doing, I think, a lot of the heavy lifting, and it's really, really cool because it does feel like it's our hometown, it's our background, it's who we are. We all live in different places now, but we all consider Kansas City our home. It was the formative years, and so when our families are doing this too for just this amazing place in our hometown. It's really gratifying.
Yes, young lady.
How hard is it for you guys to all be off at the same time and make it every year?
Well, I'll tell you, in the
How
beginning-
hard is it for all of you?
That's,
at the same time, yeah.
That's kind of the thing I do.
I thought it was just passing down.
Oh, yes, you're right, I'm sorry. So-
What was the question?
How hard is it?
All right.
I was saying in the beginning, when we were first starting out, we got lucky. And then as it became more and more of a thing, you just kind of have to start budgeting for it. And so now we try, at least, if I sign a contract to do a show or to do a film or do whatever, I always have to carve out in that contract that this particular weekend, I am not going to be available.
Yeah.
And they have to agree to it before I even do the thing.
No one's pushed back on that, luckily, yet,
Yes.
because it's too. They probably have heard of it, late in some regard, and then also they can see and tell that it means too much, and you're asking for something. It's like, I do a charity event where we benefit a hospital that helps sick kids. I don't know a producer alive, and I probably wouldn't want to work with one that would be like, so.
They exist.
We need you to dress up and wear makeup, and pretend to be someone. It's just something you gotta plan in advance.
Now, the tricky part to your question, though, is celebrity recruitment.
Yes.
Going out and asking your friends to give up a weekend with their families to come be in Kansas City and help us. That's one, it's a big ask, just on its own merit, and then two, trying to make sure that we can find them. June usually works out best because TV seasons have wrapped, so you get a little opening there. The movies usually don't kick off but they're year-round, there's no predicting that, but usually it's later in the summer, July maybe. So there's a window. There's some dead times in Hollywood. June and January, late December usually are the dead times. So.
There was about a 12-year dead time.
That's
12 years of Hollywood's dead.
About 15-year low.
How many times did you, for years, nothing's happening.
There's nothing going on right now. You're not missing anything right now.
Nothing's going on.
Snow White on her computer here, what do you have for us?
What have you learned most from the children you've interacted with while you've been here visiting?
Gratefulness and humility, that's certainly
Courage.
courage, nice. yeah.
Absolutely. And I mean, seeing like the best in a situation. I mean, boy, you can meet any of the kids, any of the families, and empathize yourself right into a ball of tears, and yet they don't feel the same, and so you can't help but return that energy and just see, feel that optimism and that hope, and just have it vibrate between the two of you, and then throughout the whole room and the entire weekend. It's a remarkable energy that they give off, despite the fact that they're facing such real situations.
Where can you get those cute shirts?
Soft toss with the blonde in the second row. All right. I have no idea.
Charlie Hustle.
And-
Charlie
and-
Hustle.
Well, what you can do is go to Crowd Rise, which is which is on our site on the BigSlickKC.org. There's a link to Crowd Rise, which is an amazing thing. You can buy these shirts. If you donate $100, you can get this specialty KC Big Slick. It says it on the back. You can see it.